I've seen the future, and the future looks just like him. Imagine going through your whole life looking like that.
Good evening and Happy New Year, everybody. First show of the new year. I'm excited to get this going. Welcome, Shieldwall.
Hi, how's it going? Thanks for having me on. Glad to be back in the new year, 2026. Already eventful, and we're 6 days in.
Yep.
So hopefully the rest of the year will kind of settle down a little bit. I don't have high hopes for that, but
Admire your optimism, sir.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's great to be here going over the X-Files again. X-Filing it up.
Yep. And welcome back, Travis.
Hi. Yep. Happy to be back. I don't know. I'm a little mixed on these two episodes. One part I kind of like just turned my brain off and I really enjoyed it, but the more I think about it, the angrier I get. So, but yeah, looking forward to talking about these two episodes.
Yep. And welcome, Goodwin.
Yeah, I'm X-filing in a mine somewhere. It's very exciting. There's some standing water, but otherwise, I'm sure it'll work out fine. I about halfway through the first episode, I was ready to send you obscenities as a DM, and then by the second one, I was just so tired that I couldn't care. I couldn't even type. I was just. I can't believe they took 3 episodes to tell this nothing burger of a story.
Oh, I was watching the previews from the last week, or the last one. Mulder's like saying to Scully, "You and your little writing." It's like, yep, these 3 have little writing in this. But yeah, anyhow, let's say hello to the chat real quick. We got Love It is here. Hello.
Hello.
Ah, the lovely Sherry. Hello.
Oh, look at that.
And Sergeant. What's up?
You, Sarge.
All right, let's jump.
Yeah, can you imagine? I mean, when this aired, you get done with the cliffhanger for season 2. And you're like, it's kind of going somewhere or whatever, and then you get 2 episodes to be continued at the beginning of the season opener, and you're like, what? Because you've already just slogged through nothing the whole time. We definitely had to break out the magic Aboriginal trope. Yes. That's so great. And then you watch the 3rd episode of this thing, and you're just like, I could have skipped all of this. Can we get back to the monster of the week?
Yes. There we go. And then we got Scully. She's like, Mulder, this is all fabric. This is all fiction, Mulder. It's like, you've just seen all this stuff. What gives, Scully?
Yeah, again, her well, not only that, but in these episodes, she not only loses her gun, she also drops flashlights as well. That was very exciting. I was glad to see that she mixed it up.
We've got the spray painted rock again.
Oh, not only that, but we have the very convincing foam rocks.
Yeah. The ones that melt if you get them too close to the fire.
Yeah.
So you're just having previews from
last year? I mean, I didn't understand the reason that they needed to butt stock these guys at all.
Because they're Indians and it's the government.
Yeah.
Especially the old man. Like, why? Why would you do that?
It's the butt stock of tears.
That's true. Yeah. Look, this is part of the rules. When we settled them on the reservations, if you'll check subclause 5, section B, whenever the government engages with them, butt stocks.
Yeah. In the training that I got when I was in the military, if you butt stroke somebody like that, and that's the official term for it, that's considered using lethal force.
Yeah.
Um,
Because you can break their skull.
right. It's not, you're not pushing them or doing some other non-lethal thing like crowd control. If you actually use that technique, that's considered lethal force.
Yeah.
I was in the Navy. We did different butt striking.
Well, yeah, that's true. Yeah, the butt stroking there is different.
Well, I bet if you use any part of the weapon like that,
No.
as a bludgeon, it's considered lethal force.
No. Shieldwall, you're misunderstanding. Seamen do butt strokes differently.
Okay, I got it. You got the way that the ship rolls back and forth.
That's right. Just the motion of the ocean,
depends
baby.
on how hard you hit.
Oh,
but I would imagine his face would look a lot different, a lot worse than that.
it's all right. In the next scene, they just super glued the cut, and it's fine.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, I did kind of think they went a little light on him because he was older.
Indian medicine. It heals wounds fast.
Yeah. He just did a sand painting and waved the feather, and then it got better.
Yep.
He needed a little bit more medicine.
I did think the sand painting was pretty cool, and it's a real thing.
Yeah,
it was.
They
Yeah.
do.
They actually that took a day for the painter to do, for them to just mess it up.
Oh yeah, it's not a slow, or it's a slower process to do it right.
Yeah. I did read the it didn't help the writer do a better job of writing.
He did
That was-
not. No.
He went and
That was
he went and did one of the powwow things. So,
where you got the froze right now. That's what Goodwin's face looked like when he was watching these episodes.
It was, yeah. Well, the eyes are too open. Yeah, that's the only. Yeah, they're going through the intro, and you're like, oh, remember all these cool things? You're not going to see any of that.
When I was in junior high, I had a teacher who was Navajo, and so she did a lot of like it was, I can't remember what the class was. It was kind of weird. Like it wasn't an English class or something. I don't know. It might have been like a social studies class or something. But anyway, we did a lot of stuff on Navajo people and their culture. I mean, I thought it was cool because, it was from a primary source, I mean, it wasn't some old book or something. And it was interesting.
Yeah, unfortunately, I lived near one of the Navajo res when I was in New Mexico, and you didn't get a good feel for the culture that way because usually when you saw them in town, it was because they had passed out on the street, or this is rough.
it is like they show in the westerns. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so they're like, where is it? It's in the trunk.
Yeah, they're looking for the file and there's a magnetic tape. Yeah. And the file is all in Navajo because it was coded that way so that only certain people get information, which is why in the previous episode, the old Navajo guy was brought in because he was a code talker.
Right.
Yeah, in the war. So he could actually read it, and they needed that. So they want the file and the tape. And the tape is like some kind of newer technology.
Well, it's supposed to be a DAT tape, but it looks an awful lot like a VHC tape because that isn't that bad.
Yeah, it just looked like something that they folded out of metal for the show.
It just, to me, I just wanted him to throw like a bomb into the car just to burn out their car just to be sure they got everything.
Yeah.
No, they I thought they were going to put a bag over her head and take her, and they didn't. They just left her. They were like later. So.
Yeah, this is one of the rare was not kidnapped technically.
Right. Yeah. Or lose her gun.
She did lose her gun.
Oh. Well, they took it. She didn't like drop it or it didn't get knocked out of her hand. She didn't leave it on a nightstand. Yeah. It didn't fall into a trash can.
Well, her gun does miraculously come back because the first thing that these guys do when they stop her in the car is take her gun and just basically like lay it on the car, but elsewhere, and there's no concern, or did they? And then suddenly she has it again here, so she can turn it over.
Well, I would have assumed by the time she got back, she went and got another one at her
That could have
house
been.
or
I mean,
something.
yeah, she's probably got like 800 or 900 of them, given the frequency with which she loses them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
She's actually being, suspended because she always loses her gun all the time.
yeah. And it seemed like you were involved in another attempted kidnapping. We don't know. We don't know what stopped them. It certainly wasn't your gun.
But this episode also, it's demonstrated in the past the kind of power the smoking man has. But yeah, he's got considerable resources at his disposal.
But this is also the first time we see him where he's kind of he kind of made him out to be kind of an idiot.
Yeah, and he's also he gets he's desperate, and you lose some of the mystique, that he's always one step ahead and powerful. He's busy. Do you have the tape? It was like, oh no, not this scene. This is bad.
And now there's what are they? This is the first episode where they revealed that it's a group of people.
Yeah,
right. It's a cabal of different governments and people and stuff. Every time I see Skinner, all I can think of is him in Stargate in his flight suit.
Yeah,
when his eyes flash, the
Gould, and yeah.
The bigger thing for me was I was like, oh, Skinner been on vacation because he came back with a tan.
Yeah, exactly.
It's noticeable.
Yep. But I like that actor much better in Stargate.
Yeah.
Probably just because of the character that he's playing in this. Yeah. Not the actor, but the character. Mm-hmm. Yeah, here we go. These are all the
smoking men.
Yep, the smoking men. These are everyone that controls Bitcoin right now.
Yeah.
These guys are like they're addicted to alien tobacco, but it keeps them alive though. It keeps them.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, they're corpses. Even you can hardly smell them with all the smoke. That guy was in Fifth Element.
Yeah. He was the admiral at the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh, the guy with the cigar?
No, him right here.
Oh, yeah.
He's the guy that's like, do we have anything bigger?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when they first encounter the big blob.
Yeah, that would be like a year or two after this.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, I'm taking care of it. We'll find it.
She walks all the way to her mom's house.
Barefoot. They took my shoes this time.
No, she has them. She just wasn't wearing them.
They're like, we found something.
Yeah. And then the Indian guy is like droning on about
the buzzard is a lazy bird. Like, so is the writer. This whole episode is him talking, and you're just
and that quarry that a desert that they're in is actually just a quarry in British Columbia that they painted all those rocks that color.
Yeah, you can tell where they walked. It's kicking up. It's turning over the paint, and you're just seeing the regular.
Well, in the episode before this, we did the trivia. Originally, it was shot in a certain aspect ratio, but then when they updated it to 4K, it's expanded it. You could actually
you can see the edge. Yeah, where they stop painting.
Where they stop painting. Yep.
Yeah. And then they walk up here, and it's like these are definitely not foam rocks.
And they're like, how did he get out of the train car?
Nope, these are not foam rocks, I assure you. These are not foam.
Well, they piled real 2-ton rocks on top of it.
Mulder was like, oh, I'm glad they put these These styrofoam rocks here.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'd have been crushed.
But they do a scene that'll show how he escaped and got under the rocks, out of the boxcar.
And why he has a little buddy in there.
Yeah. And, you're laying on top of a rotting alien corpse. No big deal.
It's fine. It's probably mummified. It's not the desert,
You look rough, Mulder.
Yeah. Yeah, Mulder's, he couldn't even do the walk of shame after spending time with that.
The blow-up alien doll.
God, and here we go with behold the magic.
I did kind of, as hokey as it is, I did kind of think it fits into the whole X-Files thing,
Yeah.
It does right up until he ends up in the afterlife talking to the dead and all that. And I'm like, oh, God, stop.
Yeah, it was very Shakespeare.
This was the best part.
Is this the guy that has the hots for her, or is it the... Which?
Yeah, it's this guy.
It's this guy, okay.
Like, you want some alcohol?
Yeah, you need a drink? Nope.
He's got like the bum cut off gloves.
Yeah. She's having some Irish coffee.
Yeah. Well, she had to provide it herself because he drank that bottle dry.
Yeah.
I might have had a drink on the way over.
Yeah.
So, like, found a dead body somewhere, right?
It was the guy that actually hacked the DOD and got the tape.
Yeah.
And
the dude with the mullet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good thing he set the copy protection bit.
Well, if you push that little thing in on the tape.
That's the write protect, not the copy protect.
Yeah.
I just hope for the scene that guy was like fully naked. He's like, you don't have to do that. You can wear pants. He's like, no, I must be like this.
Yeah.
This is the traditional way.
I like to think he was naked whenever he was doing his voiceovers.
Yeah.
You're in a sound booth. You don't have to take your clothes off.
I am method actor. You want me to be the buzzard of voice acting.
Yeah, at least I got to bring this guy back for a scene.
Yeah, I don't know why they also inserted Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody in the background there. It's
I was like, what? Yeah, is this Daft Punk or something?
You smell like no.
Yeah, that was like Mulder's up all night to get lucky or something. Yeah.
It's quite the hickey he's got on there. That alien must have gotten crazy with it.
Yeah. Where's the third nibble?
It was disappointing that they only did the ash smudges over his eyebrows and didn't also do it on his upper lip.
Son, why are you covered in leaves?
Yeah, this branch has got to be itchy.
Mulder.
They're like, oh, we accidentally used poison ivy.
Well, they've got like this, they've got an evergreen. They've got evergreen branches above him, but then they've got like, I mean, it looks like big mulberry leaves below him, and I'm like, you're in the desert. Where did those come from?
Mulder's like, I'm wearing pants. You better cover me good. Yeah. I'm not taking my pants off in front of this guy.
Yeah.
This kind of reminded me of the Lion King.
The Circle of Life
in the clouds, you know.
Oh yeah. I just like that his dad walked in. He was like, "Son, I didn't realize you were into this kind of thing."
Don't let your mother find out.
Yeah. Just keep this between us.
I mean, this is just rambling on and on. There's nothing really.
This was literally talking in circles and saying nothing, but using maximal amounts of words to do so.
Yes.
Yeah.
It reminds me, if you've ever seen the, it was a play, but I think it was Showtime actually did it as a made for Showtime movie. It's called Mastergate, and it was written by English lit guy who was watching the Iran-Contra hearings and realized how much double talk politicians use and those kind of things or whatever. And so he wrote the entire play so that everybody, while they're talking, negates themselves, right? So that essentially they might as well have said nothing. It's like we will dig deep to reach the highest mountains. I mean, it's just everything is just balancing itself out.
Kamala, the play?
Yeah, man. No, she's just talking nonsense.
Yeah.
This was actually well written, unlike cackling and.
I remember those hearings, oddly enough.
So do I.
Yeah.
But no, if you get a chance, watch Mastergate. It is absolutely masterful. The way they wrote it.
If this is what a vision quest is like, we don't need to go have a vision quest. We've already had it. Watch the X-Files.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I had it watching Vision Quest, the movie. That was. Oh, by the way, as soon as the thing beeped, I was like, "Oh, she's got a tracker in her."
Yeah. Do you have any jewelry on? No, I don't.
Oh.
Well, I know who you are, so you're fine to go.
Yeah.
That is a true thing, though. The most assured way to know if someone's supposed to be someplace is personal recognition.
Yep.
You can't, you know what I mean? Like, they can fake ID cards and all kinds of other stuff. If you know somebody is supposed to be there, then that's...
Well, the problem is they didn't inform him that she has had to turn in her badge and gun and isn't supposed to be here.
Right. That is one of the flaws of it. But
yeah.
What I mean, though, is that it is easier to, to quickly figure out what's going on. If someone should be there or not, if you know that they work there and you've seen them before.
Yeah. Yeah, the Mark I eyeball is it's a pretty good security system.
Yep.
Yeah, notice anything about this shot here?
Yeah, he's upgraded his photos. No longer Janet Reno. Now it's Bill Clinton.
No, Janet Reno's on the other wall.
Oh,
yeah. When they flip the camera around to her by the door, you'll see her over there.
Yeah.
I like the idea of Bill Clinton just staring at Janet Reno for eternity. That's seems like a special hell.
This I think was before the whole Monica Lewinsky thing.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, but it is after Waco.
Yeah.
If this was Futurama, it would be Clinton's head in a jar and Janet Reno's head in a jar.
Yeah.
Across from each other.
If this was Mars Attacks, they would be rolling around on a tabletop.
So she's trying to get the ballistics for the other dude that got found in the landfill.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
Matched up with Mulder's dad.
Yeah, because they accused Mulder of killing his dad, and then they think that Mulder's dead allegedly, and then this guy, the hacker, was killed day after Mulder's would be dead. Right. So if the ballistics match, then Mulder didn't kill his dad. The Skinner doesn't give a shit.
They really need to check the dark corners before they start talking.
Yeah, if you turn on all the lights, then Cancer Man can't come in.
Yeah.
You remember in prior episodes where it's always like, he shows up and it immediately it's like you have to have a darkened area for him to be in.
I think it really up until this point it really served the character well, but these 2 episodes kind of make him look like a punk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really kind of destroy the mystique and the menace.
Yeah.
Also, what destroys the mystique is look how high that woman's jeans are in the background.
I mean, that would be period correct for this.
Yes,
for this
it is.
Also, there's some men running around in bugle boys later, where I'm like, oh no, oh god, no, not the '90s.
I totally forgot.
Why is an assassin wearing bugle boys? This is terrible.
Yep, they were going to go down and get an orange Julius.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Go to
maybe get a slice from Sbarro.
Yep, go to TGI Fridays.
Yeah.
They go to a Blockbuster and rent some videos. All stuff that isn't around anymore.
Yeah.
So
grab a Monte Cristo at Finnegan's.
If the going through security didn't tell you, she had a piece of metal in her.
Yeah.
So the doctor looks at it and says, "Oh, it's under the skin." He's like, "Maybe it's a little piece of buckshot." Like, wait, when did she get blasted by a shotgun?
Well, it may have happened at any time, and you may not have even noticed it. I think I'd have noticed if I got shot by a shotgun. Yeah.
Then he's like, "Oh, it's a little." It looks like a.
He doesn't say what it looks like. Yeah. He's like, oh, I know what it looks like to me, but you better take a look so that we can take a look. And then,
it's like
it's like a computer chip.
Here, eat some hamburger buns we just got from the store.
Yeah, we got it from the day-old bread store, or as at work we used to call it the used bread store.
Yeah. Why did you have a computer chip in there?
Now it looks a bit like a shotgun pellet.
Yeah.
Oh, and you got the sister.
Sister. Her line, just my eyes audibly rolled. She's like, you and your science and logic, when you go recognize that that's not enough to explain the world. I don't know. It's been doing a good job thus far.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just remember this actress from X-Files, one of Jerry's girlfriends. It's like, you suck face. Oh, Roman really hated this character in one of the previous episodes. I think it was the episode where Scully was like, they had just found her after she'd been abducted.
Oh, yeah, he doesn't like the sister, right? He thought she was not that good.
Well, the good news is he won't have to worry about her anymore.
No.
Mm-hmm. This really felt like a massive waste of time.
Well, it fit in well with this episode then.
I know it fits in with everything else, but it just more so. I was just like, oh my God, why does everybody that acts as a therapist or whatever this guy is supposed to be have that weird cadence when they're talking to people? It freaking drives me nuts.
Everybody was heavily sedated in this episode.
Yes.
You know, the old Indian guy that nothing is bearing this guy. You know, he like, if you have insomnia, let this guy talk to you for 5 minutes. I actually turned to my wife at some point and I was like, I'm going to talk dirty to you, but I'm going to use these voices. It's going to be the most unenthused, sterile in the world.
Like, oh, my brothers are killing snakes. Oh.
Yeah, and she recalls, so I trust you. Vague bullshit or whatever. It's like, yep, this sounds like repressed memory therapy. What about your dad? Didn't he touch you or something? Come on, give me something juicy.
An uncle, maybe? Come on.
Yeah. How about a daycare? Was there a daycare involved?
Somebody must have touched you.
Yeah. Can I?
And she comes out and she didn't care about anything, like Office Space.
Yeah.
I mean, really, what did that tell us?
Yeah. What is it you would say you do here exactly?
I have people skills. I take the specifications from the customer and give it to the engineer. That's such a good movie.
Yes. This jump to conclusions game.
Yeah.
This is a terrible idea.
The children have a present for you. That's feathers they found. That's great.
Oh, thanks. French tickler. I've always wanted one. I did appreciate the fact that like all of the boys laugh when he tells his joke about when they're like, well, you can't bathe for 4 days. Like it's really going to cut into my social life, and they all laugh.
Yeah, they have a big social laugh on the reservation.
That's right. Yeah.
At school, they learned how to run a casino.
Yeah. And now Blackjack 101. Oh God!
Oh no, he's floating in the sky. What's going on?
Arrakis. Doom.
David Lynch flashback here. The sleeper has awakened.
I did get those
wait,
vibes.
I'm not done yet.
I did get those vibes from it. That's what I thought he was going to say.
Yeah.
I always love that part in that. You think the talking is over. It's like, oh, wait, I forgot to tell you.
P.S. I love that her little crazy dream of Mulder being in Dune convinces her to go tell Mulder's mom, no, it's fine. Your son's alive.
Yeah. I have a feeling.
Yeah.
Trust me, bro.
Yeah.
The sleeper has awakened.
She's like, how do you know? You don't want to know that. You know.
I fell asleep watching Doom last night.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Mulder kept saying the spice must flow. I'm not sure
that's
what.
Something they needed in these episodes.
A sandworm?
The internal monologue.
No, they didn't. There was my wife was like, because there's a few scenes in here where she's like, okay, so is this like a big exposition dump? Because my wife is kind of like trying to grasp the idea of the exposition dump, why it tends to be bad. And I was like, no, because they're not actually explaining anything. This is just time filler.
Yeah, the only thing that got continued with this was this guy. They liked his performance so much of telling nothing that they kept him going.
Yes. Nobody delivers nothing like this man.
No. Wasn't he in what is that? Maybe the Time Travelers or whatever. What was that?
The Time Travelers.
Dwarves. You know?
Oh, Time Bandits?
Oh, Time Bandits?
Yeah.
That's a great movie, by the way.
It is, but I don't remember him being in it.
Yeah.
Who do you think?
Was he Baron von Munchausen?
Like a big pat on with feathers on it.
Yeah, don't they run into Baron von Munchausen in
No, that's actually the Baron von Munchausen movie that was also by Gilliam.
Okay. Was he in that? Maybe.
Possible.
Both of those movies were super weird and European. So they kind of meld together in my mind, I think.
Yeah, they're throwing some Brazil while you're there.
Yeah, lots of like
have the
dudes running
Terry
around.
Gilliam cinematic universe. They all just happens.
Yeah, in breeches and Napoleon hats.
Yeah. Need Jonathan Pryce to show up dressed as like an angel or something flying around.
Yeah.
So he tells her that someone's gonna kill her, and it's gonna be somebody you know.
Or it could be two guys you don't know that just kill you in your garage or house.
Right. He was like, it's either going to be like professional assassins or somebody that you know.
Well, that's Krychek, though.
Yeah.
Well, that also doesn't narrow anything down. Again, he says nothing. You know, they're going to kill you. How? With people. Oh, okay. Thanks.
Maybe a dog.
Yeah. Could be a meteor. We don't know. Trust me, bro.
It could be little gray men also.
Yeah. Could be children running around in latex masks. Trying to file things. By the way, what was going on with that family picture? It looked like a bad JPEG that had been printed out, you know.
Yeah, there's a lot of bad Photoshop in this episode.
Yeah, this is
Photoshop was still kind of like if you wanted something done, you had to go to some place and you had to know people that really knew how to do it. It wasn't until really the like early 2000s that your average person could just hop on and start doing some Photoshop.
Yeah.
Now how I know this?
I'd actually argue that early Photoshop was easier to use because it didn't have an embarrassment of features that were there because one autist needed it for something.
Well, like 99, I guess, is when you could really get on there. Because that's the first time that I saw when I was in the military, people started using the work one to make all kinds of messed up photos and put people in there and doing all kinds of stuff.
It was easy. It was the smart like magic lasso and stuff like that, so you didn't have to manually cut out so much. It was just it wasn't this is now, you know, functionally gives you these things. It was now any fool can grab it, but it'll still look jank as hell when it actually does the outline
face
of it.
swaps here, like the faces are too big for the head.
Yeah. Well, all of that, but their color changes.
Yeah. Well, not everyone has your skill, Jacob.
It's true.
to do these.
Yeah. Well, also, it's like, okay, we're going to spend $3 on this. No, we can't afford anybody to use a single airbrush anywhere. So
we need to go to Staples. Can you get somebody to do this, please?
Yeah. Kinko's.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not sure at this time like what was available to, like if you had a computer program that could do
this is 94. Yeah, I mean, we would have had all kinds of retouch stuff at this time, you know, in both 2D and 3D packages and all this. This is just, all right, I'm the hell with it. I'll just paste it in there. Call it good.
Maybe they literally cut the heads out of a picture and glued them on there.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, it does. Look at Mulder's dad, and you go an inch above his eyebrows, and then suddenly the color changes, right? Because they're literally using like top of a head of somebody else.
The other thing is we're looking at this in a still frame, so we can analyze it. But in the shot, it like you saw it for like 3 seconds, and then it went away.
Yeah, this one wasn't nearly as egregious as the family photo. When I saw it immediately, it was like, oh my god, that thing looks pixelized and terrible.
Why's the mother standing off in the corner behind everybody?
She likes to watch,
but she doesn't remember.
Yeah. Well,
wait, was she in the photo?
No.
Oh, okay.
Who do you think was taking the picture?
Yeah, exactly.
She's like, I have these pictures, but I don't know anything.
Yeah, I know nothing. Mom, were you also brought over here with Operation Paperclip?
I was taught by the Austrian painter.
Yeah.
Who is that on the phone? I don't remember.
It's the sister calling the first time.
Sister.
And then there's a ring, and because the sister's going to come over. And so.
With her crystals.
Yeah. And we're going to, she's going to use her spirit guides, and it's all going to be great. But then the phone rings. She answers again, thinking it's the sister, and she's like, "Yeah, what's going on?" And then it hangs up, and she starts thinking about what Spoopy Man said to her. So she then calls sister back, and is like, "I've changed my mind. I'm coming over to your place." I don't know how the sister's ever going to get that message. In fact, she doesn't.
She'll check her cell phone.
She's not a fed. She doesn't get a cell phone. I've lost a puppy. Could you help me find it?
No one can mistake that bald head.
Yeah. Oh, but remember, it could be someone that they send to get you.
I really do hate these scenes where two people have guns pointed at each other.
Yeah.
It's like whoever flinches dies.
Yeah. Can we at least have some Ennio Morricone music going on when that happens?
Have you seen that older show Burn Notice that came out? There was a scene where these guys were having a standoff in the building, and he would like narrate and stuff, and he's like, one of the most dangerous things is a standoff, and then somebody, in it, because if you have any kind of like gunshot, they'll all shoot each other. So he stands outside the window and he just shoots a gun into the ground.
Yeah, they shoot. Yeah.
Because they hear the gun go off and they all think that, yeah. So
I fixed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the big thing is trying to get all of your enemies into a room pointing guns at each other first.
And somehow it had happened that way, and then
he
like got out or snuck around the back or something.
Yeah.
I thought that was a decent show.
Yeah, it was.
The wrong person.
Yeah, and this guy is acting like, he's close with her or something, and that this is deeply affecting him versus, oh, well.
Yeah, I didn't understand this reaction.
The only thing that I think they were worried about is this is like the second or third time they've screwed up so far in the show. So
I mean, they knew who they were hiring. Come on.
Yeah, but still, this was just another screw up. I don't think he felt bad because it was somebody that wasn't supposed to be caught or killed. It was because they messed up, and now they can't hang out here and wait for her because he didn't use a silencer.
Now it sounds like the robot is using a keyboard.
Yeah, the Imperial probe droid came over here, brought some cookies. It's very nice.
Did they leave a gun there?
Yeah.
Look like, she shot herself.
That's what that guy said, is that it would be an unregistered gun would be left dumped at the site. The guy that warned her, he told her how it would go down.
Yeah, it isn't. It's not necessarily that they're trying to make it look like a suicide. It's just, okay, we dropped a gun and it's unregistered, so it won't be traceable.
This is like 007 here, but a woman got her little Walther.
Yeah, well, that would be an appropriate size gun for her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like a 357 Magnum with hot loads.
Yeah, a Walther in her hand would look like a Desert Eagle in mine.
Yeah. Her bosses were like, well, if we're going to give her a gun, we might as well give her a small one.
And a cheap one.
Those bigger ones are more expensive.
Yeah, let's go with the cheap one, please. Maybe give her a Caltech next time. Let's call it good.
There's the first one.
Yeah, who was Larry Wells?
I don't know.
49. I'm going to bet heart attack.
Probably. Yeah. Let me switch it out real quick.
Yes, in In that episode, nothing happened.
Anything else about that episode you want to talk about?
Nothing happened. Other than magical aboriginals revived Mulder, who's now been to the spirit world and carries it with him.
Mm-hmm. The power of sage.
Mm.
Yes.
And Bohemian Rhapsody.
Mm-hmm. Got a moosh.
Ish Medeloch.
Won't you do the Fandango?
No. Thunderbolts and lightning. Very, very frightening.
Yes.
Oh, that was the costume designer, Larry Wells.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
The audience, after having watched that prior episode.
Where all the ties came from.
Yeah, right.
What the?
Yeah, that was one thing. My wife, she was like, I remember everybody talking about like how hot Scully was or whatever. She's like, she's really wearing a lot of baggy clothing. And I was like, okay, two things. One, it was the 90s. And she was like, okay, that's fair. And I was like, the other one is she's had a kid at some point. And so I'm not sure she's as thin as she used to be.
Yeah. There we go. There's the alien he was all cuddled up with.
Yeah. The one that left the hickey.
They shared body heat.
Yeah. The alien was the lucky one. He didn't have to see the rest of this.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, because my wife pointed another thing out. She was like, the prior episodes has been like, generic. Okay, there's conspiracy going on in the FBI, and we got Cancer Man and all that stuff. But this is the one where we just decide we are going to start focusing on conspiracy, trying to keep down Mulder and Scully and revealing it, and it's substantially less interesting.
Yeah,
and it's like a lot of shows when they kept trying to escalate the monster of the week kind of thing that they were doing. The problem is that you can't just keep power scaling things up. And I think once they did the sister episodes and all that, it was like, oh, they're starting to head into this is going to be all about them. And yep, here we go. We had 3 episodes all about them. And what we found out is they're not very interesting. Can we go back to the monsters, please?
Yeah. The
Mexican standoff.
Well, Irish-Polish standoff. I'm not sure how that happened.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Also, why does Scully's mom have black hair?
Yeah, what is it? The grizzly bear.
He's not lazy like the buzzard.
No.
Also,
there's the grizzly bear. What is
white
it?
buffalo occasionally. There's just so much bullshit in this. It's just as he's saying it, I'm forgetting it because I know I was like, none of this means anything.
I remember seeing on the news when a white buffalo was born. I think it was in the mid '90s, in South Dakota. I think.
Yeah. It was on Turner's ranch, I think.
Yeah, it was a really big deal.
It's all stock footage,
Yeah, good B-roll.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how the buffalo were roaming on the grasslands of the desert.
And the spider.
I always think of those like 90s infomercials that would pop, like commercials that would pop in with the Indian music, like hey,
yeah, it was actually like the easy listening hits of the 90s or whatever, because that was actually a song.
Yeah.
Or Creed,
Oh God, no. No, it was always Enya, Clannad,
oh no,
and then
they have a song where there's an Indian.
Yeah, with a hey, yeah. They would always throw that one in.
And also I always remember the commercial with the Indian and the trash at his feet.
Yeah, the one who wasn't an Indian.
But the one from The Simpsons, where another Indian steps up. Don't turn around. When he turns around, it's a big landfill.
Yeah, that commercial, because I remember when that was airing in the 70s or whatever. And then I found out that guy's not Indian, he's Italian.
He's Italian, yeah.
It was like, they lied to me. Yes, they did.
Yeah, they actually, this white buffalo, it's just a light colored buffalo that they bleach the film to make it look white.
Yeah, that's. I saw footage of the white buffalo. It was way whiter than that. It was basically albino.
Yeah,
buffalo. Its eyes were pink and everything. This, yeah, they used the poor lighting or whatever. I think they could have maybe just put like a coat over it or something and zipped it up.
Just put a sheep in there,
Yeah, or something. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I don't think that's a buffalo baby. It looks like a cow.
I think it's a calf. Yeah, and I think and the when they show the mother buffalo before she dies, I was like, that's not a buffalo. In fact, I'm not even sure that. I think that's just a prop, because the hump just looks like somebody took a stick and stuck it into a fur and
under like a fur blanket.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it works. You get the point. I don't know, that looks like a real buffalo to me.
Yeah.
With the
I had a buddy that raised buffalo for meat, and he stopped doing it after a few years because they basically had to. So there's no here. Let's set up the barbed wire. Buffalo will just walk right through it. So they had a 2-inch well pipe that they welded together to make cattle panels, essentially.
Right. I've never seen a buffalo in anything other than a small enclosure.
Yeah, so they had you would have saw it plenty, because those buffalo would break the fence and then go running. And he would get a call, "Hey, your buffalo are out." And he's like, "Really? Where are they at?" And the guy would be calling from like 8 miles away.
Yeah, they're pretty well. I know up by Amarillo, well, that's the closest big city, is the Goodnight Ranch, from the Goodnight Loving, Cheryl or whatever.
Yeah.
He tried to crossbreed cattle and buffalo to make beefalo, so that they would be more like water resistant and all that, and disease resistant, but they were just too ornery to make it really work.
Yeah.
But he did successfully do it. It's just it wasn't economically viable. But we went and saw I went up there to see his ranch, check it out, and they had buffaloes up there, and they had like little beefalo calves and stuff. So
if you're up in like South Dakota, if you're on I-90, there are times where the buffalo will be out, and everybody stops because they're crossing the interstate, and they don't give a damn about you. In fact, if you get too close, they might decide that they don't like your car anymore.
Right. Yeah, and they're like big time herd animals. So if you get them all together, and then something happens, they will stampede.
Yeah.
You don't want to be in front of that.
Yeah, my buddy, so his cattle, they would just get on like quads and go out and kind of herd them around or whatever. You don't do that with buffalo. He had a bunch of beater pickups, and they looked like they'd been in demolition derbies. And I was like, "Where did you get these?" And he was like, "All the panels were straight when we bought them. That's the buffalo. They'll bump up against it or charge it and hit it, and all that." And he's like, "There's been a couple of times that they flipped them, and we've had to pull guys out."
Wow.
That's why they kill more people than any other animal in Yellowstone.
Yep.
And then you have these stupid tourists thinking, "Oh, it's a pet cow."
Yeah, I'll just go up and pet it. Nope. Meet 2,000 pounds of I don't want you near me.
And this part are like, yeah, put the gun down. Somebody is going to start shooting. I mean, come on.
I wish they would. It sure would have ended this episode a lot sooner and saved us a lot of problems.
Have you seen the I forget what the name of it is, but it's like a cowboy short movie, The Ballet of Death. Everybody shoots each other. It's actually kind of funny. So he's got tape. The magnet tape.
Yeah. Oh, look, I've got this home video of your mom.
Hot.
Yeah. I didn't believe that there were hot singles in my area, but then I got this tape.
That's my tape. You give that tape back.
That's right. It's Skinner realizing that Scully was also on the tape. With your mom? Oh, my God.
Actually, isn't there a tape out there?
I hope so. Unless it's old Scully and one time.
Yeah, Scully. And they're like, yeah, Skinner's, he's okay. You can give him his gun back.
Yeah, this is fine.
It's because it's like, I had a dream about you. And Mulder's like, oh, really?
Is that on the tape too? Yeah. How is this woman their mom?
Don't know.
Did you just adopt redheads, or
They got the red hair from Hammond of Texas.
Well, that's who their dad was in the show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Back when he had hair.
No, he didn't have hair.
No. I'm saying when he was younger, he had hair. It
Yeah.
might have been that color.
When he's like 12.
No, he's one of those guys that lost his hair. At 15.
Yeah. You know, he's in high school. He's already got the bald spot.
Yeah.
So I don't know why I didn't realize this when I was watching it, but that's the guy that shot her, isn't it?
Is it?
The doctor?
No.
I don't think so.
The guy,
there's
there's a guy wandering in the halls, like
It's
creeping
one of
around
them.
outside.
Yeah, he's one of them. Don't worry, we'll see Bugle Boy soon enough.
Oh yeah.
Also, that fight in the hallway, I was like, did somebody spawn in? Because they just show like Skinner swinging on one guy, and then other guy comes from behind and gets him, and then they switch to the other shot, and there's a guy down on the ground, and Skinner's fighting two people, and I was like, wait, where did that guy come from? And then realized that they're all together, and I was like, they didn't block that well, because it just looks like somebody spawned in at some point.
They had to edit that fight down for time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There were so many other key points they had to get to.
So this fella was brought over in Operation Paperclip, which was bringing Nazi scientists over.
Yeah.
Oh, you experimented on people? Don't worry about it. Well,
Yeah, this is fine. This is fine.
And then they know exactly where this guy is. That was kind of weird.
Yeah, these guys have magical knowledge in a lot of
They know
cases.
everything.
Yeah. Except how to get laid.
I was going to say, they're the best part of these 3 episodes.
Well, that's damning with faint praise, sir.
they make this guy out to be like just a weasel, just a moron. Really.
Yeah, again, they destroy the mystique of Cancer Man.
And I think they shouldn't have had this, group of people. It should have always been in the shadows.
Yeah. I mean, you can have things like him getting a call or
right.
or something like that, right? And then he just see him responding, not hear what they're saying or anything like that.
Because none of these guys look threatening at all.
No, you have the Paul Sorvino that we have at home, and then we have the this guy just looks like an accountant.
They're all like,
there's Paul Sorvino we have at home in the background there.
Yeah. I do like they start to question him. You're like, but we can see the file, right? He's like, yeah, I'll show it to you tomorrow.
Yeah. It's with my girlfriend in Canada.
It's very safe right now.
They're like, but we shoot the show in Canada.
Yeah, but I can only see in their summers, and
that was a big one in the 80s and 90s. Was my girlfriend in Canada? I met her over the summer.
Yeah. No, I've definitely had sex. It was with my girlfriend from Canada.
Yeah. How do I know she's really from Canada? The correct answer was they drink bagged milk up there.
Oh.
That's how you know.
So
this actor always plays like
he's been in several Bond movies.
Yeah, yep.
But he always plays a Russian.
Yeah.
It's like they don't care, whatever accent, it's fine.
I think he played a German in some like old war movies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this was his last appearance actually.
Was it? Yeah, and his name was Klemper. And I kept thinking of Werner von Klemper, the guy who played Colonel Klink.
He put a monocle on him.
Yeah. Oh, God.
I love that show.
Yeah, he's actually also in Judgment at Nuremberg. He's really good.
It's like, Mulder's alive. But
what?
The professional, the guy got professionals. What?
Yeah, we needed Brian Blessed to say Mulder's alive.
What did it do to her head? I mean,
they shot her in the head.
Oh, okay.
They knew that was the one place. Also, how did she not see this coming? Psychic.
Yeah.
Call me now for a free reading.
Miss Cleo, was that you?
That was also right around this time.
Yes, it was.
Blowing up big on there. And then Ronco's Set It and Forget It.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Ronco's been around forever.
Yeah.
I mean, the Popeil pocket fisherman from the 70s.
Funny too. She's like, you should expect some Indians to show up at this daughter's, hospital room.
Yeah. This one's like, oh, are you a friend of hers? No, I'm actually a friend of Dana. What?
Whoa.
Subversion.
And he just touches her hand. Oh, she's gonna.
Cheek is completely healed.
She is dead.
Well, he's been hanging around in the Hogan, so it's fine. Also, I love the idea that this guy comes in with like the doctor's bag that used to have, and Eddie gets it out, and it's just sand and a feather.
Yeah. Bucket sand.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah. By the way, this is in West Virginia, right?
Yes.
Are they teleporting now?
Yes.
They always do that in TV shows, though, where they're like, I got to show up here and we have 12 hours to get this done. And then they're like, where's it at? And they're like, Munich, Germany. I was like, bro, it's going to take you 12 hours to fly there.
You're like,
You know?
no,
By
no,
the
it's
time you drive to the airport, get on the plane, get over there, get your car, drive to the place you got to go. You know, or
I
like
got a buddy with an SR-71. It's fine.
yeah, or like LA, where they're like a LA cop show or something.
Yeah, yeah, we're gonna have to get across town. And I was like, well, I'll see you tomorrow.
Exactly. Yep. We're gonna go to the reservoir up in the hills, and we're down in the
yeah,
on the beach.
What time is it? It's 5. You're not getting anywhere.
Exactly, unless you're in GTA 5.
Yeah,
up there.
or you're the guy. Wasn't it San Diego where the guy stole the tank from the National Guard Armory?
Yep. Yeah. Yep.
Then you can make all right time.
You know, I could see a building like this being the front of something, but not just having your files in a wet, dusty cave.
Also, where's the security for this place? This place would have...
It's right there.
It's right there.
Nah, not just that. It would have round-the-clock security. It would have, something, cameras or something. I guess maybe that's...
Well, who the hell's going to be watching the cameras? There's nobody in this thing other than little children with latex masks.
Yeah.
Those keypads stop everything, and nobody knows about the door in the back.
They were trained for watching security cameras.
Yeah, that was the other thing. There was just a door on the roof you can go out or whatever in the back.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it didn't have a handle on the outside or nothing, but...
Well, it's fine. It looks like an interior door. I could have kicked through it. It was no problem.
So, what was his name? The German scientist guy told them that all I can tell you is about some kind of like scientific formula thing, and that's how it gave her the combo.
Yeah, and then it's like the Stockholm mine in West Virginia, and that's all I'm going to tell you.
So they go there, and then they find the right code and goes in the door.
Yeah, when they're trying it the first time, they're like, it doesn't work, and I was like, try 8675309.
The funniest part is this guy calls Skinner a little punk. You little punk.
Yeah, but he's busy like crapping himself.
Yeah.
Right. This is where I was like, oh, you have really destroyed him, because he's like, the other tape. And I was like, oh no, that's not how he would approach it.
Skinner would punch him so hard the cancer would pop out of his lungs.
Well, there you go. Yeah. But he's also like, I don't negotiate. It was like, I mean, you kind of do if you want this tape. What's your other option? I'll just steal it from you. And then Skinner decides I'm going to bluff. It was like, dude, he hired people to take it off of your person. Why do you think he doesn't know this? Here we go.
Yeah, these files look really good for being in a cave, too.
Well, they're also from 1955.
When I saw this, it reminded me that the government holds retirement documents in a cave mining system.
Yeah, usually in salt mines.
But the salt mines are dry. That's the salt keeps it dry.
Yeah.
There's no like standing water or anything.
Well, unless you decide to use a salt mine in Eastern Europe for film storage, which then flooded and ruined it. That's why a lot of movies are lost. That and the big fires they had at Warner Brothers and some other.
Yeah, was Mando there?
Could have been.
I wish.
So he like finds his file, but wait, it's my sister's file.
There's a sticker. Well, no, he finds his sister's file, but it's actually his file. They just put a label over his name. And I was like, oh my God, they transitioned Mulder.
He had a split personality and they turned him into a boy.
Yeah.
They turned him into the male half of his personality.
Yeah. It's Victor Victoria.
And then just this, then there's a random alien ship, and then little alien children.
Yes.
This is so confusing. Like, I don't understand why the aliens would be around there. Because a bunch of them got cyanided in a boxcar.
Like, well, no, but where was the ship? Because it's rising from the ground, but where?
Yeah.
Did they park next to it and not notice it?
They were just so focused on the goal.
Yeah, yeah. Like, I'm sure it has nothing to do with this alien ship in the parking lot. Let's get inside and find out.
Records.
Yes. Filing cabinets.
Here comes the hit squad. Hopefully these are more professional.
Here comes us out the back door.
Yeah. I wonder why the hit squad didn't go to the back door.
Yeah.
Right. There's nobody covering that exit. Like,
it's not even locked. There's no keypad.
Yeah, I know.
And again, it's like 3/4 of an inch thick. You're gonna just kick through it if you need to. I love how as good as like I couldn't even find this place, and Mulder's like, "There's a lot of places that the government doesn't know about." And I was like this diner? Why doesn't the government know about this diner?
This diner doesn't pay taxes.
Yeah. This apple pie is a national secret.
It's like, well, the evidence we have, we can take them down. You're on the run. You're got a hit squad after you.
Yeah, she's like, well, this is just fitting all of your biases. Like, bitch, did you not see the alien spacecraft? What does she think was running by her in the records area?
Bunch of kids.
Yeah, it was the daycare. There was a daycare there.
Oh, these are the Somali daycare kids.
Yeah. Those records were
That's where they are.
Checkbooks.
Yeah. It's the lesson plans. None of this makes any sense. Meanwhile, White Buffalo sidetrack.
The daughter died too.
Yeah, I was just like, why are we talking about this stupid White Buffalo?
Don't know.
Also, he's like, he said something about that my father taught me, and I was immediately going to say that Cleopatra was black, but then he's talking about like the balance of lives that for one life to be saved, another needs to be lost, right? But then he starts talking about the buffalo, and the mother buffalo dies, and the baby buffalo won't drink the milk, and I'm like, okay, so we've got the girl here and 2 buffalo are dead. But what? I mean, what's going on?
What's the connection?
Yeah. Apparently she had to die because of Mulder, I guess. Or we were just trying to fill time because we had no idea what we were doing.
Skinner runs off on his own to take on possibly trained assassins.
Aha, I got you. Oh, no. And there I go. Now here comes one guy.
Yeah, the cut. There's nobody in the hallway.
Yeah.
And then, whoop, there he is.
Here I go. Okay, now we have 2. Oh, there he is. Okay, here's Bugle Boy. Yeah.
Frederick, the Bugle Boy.
You'll see when they blow up the car that he's clearly wearing Bugle Boys.
Yeah, exactly. He also shops at Structure.
Yeah, well.
It's
because there's not a brass buckle nearby for him, so,
just like teenagers.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like a beer. You want a beer?
Yes, it's the middle of the day.
No, my Bugle Boys
Get your
start
eyebrows
cinching.
wet?
Yeah, thank God that they wired the clock as the timer or something. I was like, what is this?
Why is the clock flashing?
Oh no, I'm riding with boomers. They don't know how to set the clock in their own car.
This is what
I bet their
happens
VCRs do this
every
too.
time I get in the car after the reset of the clock. It's flashing. Oh, run! It's a bomb.
Imagine his VCR is just constantly causing him to dive under a bed or something. Go get him, Bugle Boy. There they are. There's the Bugle Boys. I'm surprised he didn't have like his cuffs rolled and
oh yeah,
wearing some penny loafers.
Yeah.
Shit, it got away.
Yeah. They're just like, well, there he goes. Okay.
Never gonna hear the end of this one.
Yeah, they're like, I don't feel like running.
Yeah. I mean, he's wearing Bugle Boys. There's no way we can catch him.
He's the boogie woogie Bugle Boy.
Yeah. All I have are my Sansa belts, and this guy over here is wearing his Hager slacks.
Oh man! Nobody watching this is going to have any idea.
Waylon Bocephus will, because I sent him the James Lillick's collection called the Dorcas Collection, where he went through late 60s and early 70s catalogs and found like atrocious menswear. And I assure you there's some Hagar slacks and a Sansa belt or two.
Yeah, but all that stuff was cool in the 90s. The Bugle Boys, everybody wanted them.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I had a few pair. Yeah.
The Hobie shirts.
Yeah, and the necklaces that turned your neck green.
Oh yeah, well that's true for any era. Yeah.
So this guy's telling him about all the, experiments with hybrid human and alien. Scully's like, this is all fake. You just saw aliens last night.
Yeah, exactly. You literally.
Well, she is calling, but she's like, dude, we didn't even know that there was DNA until like 44 or 45. What are we talking about here, right? And I'm immediately going, I mean, Gregor Mendel was doing crossbreeding because it's one thing to know inheritance, the mechanism isn't everything, but then they start talking like making, and then they'll have genetic fingerprints and this and that, whatever. And I was like, we just started like sequencing DNA.
Yeah.
In the early 90s. Nobody was doing this in 55. Oh, but you didn't think about the Roswell technology they got, huh?
No,
okay.
No. And the Stargate program, I mean.
Oh, yeah, well, that's obvious. But they definitely don't know about that.
No.
Also, I love how they were talking about and Operation Paperclip continued. I was like, no, that's not. I don't think you understand what Operation Paperclip was.
My dad wasn't who he said he was.
A Nazi. I knew it. Y'all in cahoots. When he goes back to his mom and he's like, Mom, I have to ask you a question. I was like, he's going to ask if she's a Nazi, isn't she?
Yeah. This is funny too. It's like, this guy's like, if you ever come after me, I'll make you a famous man. Yeah. Oh, that's good. I'll tell everybody.
Oh, that's wonderful. I'll tell everybody. Yeah. And I'll cancel your brass buckle membership card.
I want those Bugle Boys back. That was a present.
Yeah. I just let you borrow them for the one job.
They're an advanced pair of bugle boys.
Yes, yes.
Fireproof, bomb-proof.
Elastic waistband.
Make you run faster.
Yeah. We can rebuild them faster, stronger. The $6 million pants.
Just like, did he choose?
Yeah.
Or did you choose?
How did he get to this logical conclusion?
Yeah.
And then she's like, I've hated him for it every day. Well, you know, this isn't made in the modern era. She would have divorced him and took all his stuff.
You're not my favorite one, son. Get out of here.
Yeah, yeah, but he's like, and he made the choice, and I've been stuck with you the whole time. I hated him for it.
And then this part, this is funny.
This is stupid.
It's like, do you know how many Indians this government has killed in the past?
Yeah. Well, not only that, but he starts with the bluff. And I was like, dude, who do you think stole the thing from you?
Do we? Oh, yeah, the guy with the mullet.
Yeah, the bugle boy was there. They got the tape. That's when they got the tape off of him, is when they hit him.
You see this man? That's standing tall with jeans.
Yeah.
He's memorized everything.
That's right. He can also do the Running Man and the Moonwalk.
And his homies at the casino have memorized it too.
That's right. That's right. In fact, they've encoded it on marked cards.
They'll pass it down through generations.
Yeah.
There's no amount of fire water that can stop them.
Yeah.
In reality, all they did was just took a big bunch of pictures of the files and kept them somewhere.
Yeah. Well, it's because they had the copy protection bit set, so they couldn't copy the tape.
Yeah, but they had the paper files, though. They had them all printed out.
Yeah. Did you see the size of that file? It's like 8 pages.
They come to him, hey, we need some of that information. Close your eyes. And yep. His sister died, and Scully's just sitting there in an empty room.
Yeah, I like the fact that that housekeeping came in and yeah, they've made the bed and everything instead of just like, you just sit there and stare at the empty bed however long you need.
Yeah.
Damn you, Chris Carter.
Yeah. Nothing happened.
Yeah. Nada.
And again, 3 episodes for this nothing burger.
And they have such great episodes here and there that are so good. And then bleh.
Yeah, and then this wet part.
Yeah. And that should have been those should have been the best, tightest shows, like to leave off on a cliffhanger and then bring the audience back and bore them to death. That's atrocious.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't imagine to go, all right, season 3 is starting. And remember, oh my gosh, and Mulder was in there and he's gonna die. And then we get talking with boredom and sedate, just, you know, the buzzard is lazy and what are we doing? And then magical Aboriginal, he comes back from the dead, but he's been on bus. It was like, what does this have to do with anything? And then we get, okay, to be continued is how you get that. And I was like, are you kidding me? And then we got this for the continued part. Did somebody, I mean, was there a writer's strike? Did somebody suffer some blunt force trauma to the head? You know, you wrote yeah, it was, you know, did you want to quit? And then they were like, no, sorry, your contract means you have to come back.
They used the synthetic heroin instead of the...
oh, they didn't have the real stuff. Yeah. That's
what it was.
Yeah. Well, that's what happened to Shane Black. I mean, when you're on the quality cocaine, you're right, Lethal Weapon, and you come in and do some script doctoring for Predator and all of that. When you get the cheap Nebraska meth, you do The Predator,
Right.
where they're all here to get the autism.
I read something about the writer. Let me find it real quick. Apparently, the Navajo contacted him and said, "You got some of this stuff wrong in that last episode," and they invited him to a spiritual thing, and he had to sit cross-legged on the floor for 8 hours.
I mean, they should have made him watch these 3 episodes as punishment.
Yeah.
Look at what you have done. Yeah, does this? I'm trying to remember the. Is this kind of the transition point where it suddenly just becomes all about the government conspiracy and we stop doing the interesting monster stuff?
Yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, he attended a Navajo chants and rituals to make sure he got it right.
Well, no one should allow him to write this again. So
No.
what were they correcting?
Make him sit on his legs or cross-legged for 8 hours.
Yeah, that's a good start
there.
for the punishment.
Yes.
Then making him watch these episodes continuously while he's doing that would be very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no fair taking a nap or sleeping.
Yeah. I mean, we complain about it now because everything is just all the writing is crap. But when you see it from an older show, it's different. It doesn't have all the like woke stuff and all that in it.
I would have welcomed that.
Bad. Oh.
Yeah, something would have happened. At least I would have felt something other than feeling sedated and bored. Yeah, I mean everybody's like, oh, it was so terrible. And I was like, oh, trust me, there was bad writing back in the day too. I witnessed it in real time, and but incompetence has always existed. What we didn't do is offer people the fig leaf of my diversity or my politics as the excuse, to allow them to continue to be incompetent. And there were real feedback, because if you come out, like you're okay, it's season premiere for season 3, we've got a connection of the resolution to what happened at the end of season 2, and then this turd comes out and they do the to be continued. If they then saw a big drop in viewership from that, then somebody goes to them and goes, "Yeah, don't do that again. Stop that. You need to do better, Senator." There was a tight signal and then reaction to it, based on what the audience was doing and ratings. That provided you a good feedback loop. What you have now is like streaming stuff where you've shot all of this stuff, a year's worth of crap in advance, and then it comes out. And if it's successful, then they send you back out to make it. So like in 2 or 3 years, you might make something. But if it's bad, you don't know if it was a particular episode, if it was a storyline, if it was, where did it drop? I don't know. We just didn't get a lot of views. That's it. So we're just not doing it again. Or this episode was terrible. Nobody watched it. So when we do the next season, let's not do that. Nope. None of that gets fed back. You just see things go totally awry, and then they wonder what happened. And you don't have the pressure of advertisers who are like, we're paying for this. Nobody's watching it, so get paid. That clarifies the mind wonderfully.
Yep.
And then after this, we get an episode with Giovanni Ribisi.
Oh, Giovanni Ribisi? Oh, God, Jack Black, I know. Giovanni Ribisi's good.
Yeah, he's good.
Jack Black gets electrocuted in the next one.
Oh, okay. I feel good about that.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
When he's in Ted and he's downstairs if watching TV and doing that dance while he's drinking.
I love him in The Jackal when he's getting his hand shot
Oh,
off.
yeah.
And
No,
yeah.
I'm talking about Giovanni
Oh,
when he's in Ted when because he's like the weird dad or whatever.
yeah. Well, this is just a couple of years before Gone in 60 Seconds.
Gone in 60 Seconds was like 2000, wasn't it?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, and then he would have been in Saving Private Ryan.
He was in Saving Private Ryan before,
Right.
because that was like 97 or something.
Right. That's like that's what I'm thinking of. Because it's the order.
Seconds was 2000.
Yeah.
And
Then his career kind of died.
Is that
a
remake of a 1974 movie?
Yeah, it is. And the original one. So I was a big fan of the original one because it has like the longest continuous car chase. The entire movie, the entire last half of the movie is essentially car chase.
Really?
And it's not oh no, I knocked the mirror off. No, the car chase starts with him running Eleanor into another car, and then it just keeps accumulating damage as it goes.
Well, that might be. I don't know. Maybe keep that in your back pocket, there, Jacob.
It's fun.
Maybe down the road.
Oh, yeah, that's in my my automotive porn collection. The original Gone in 60 Seconds.
Yeah, one of mine is Bullet.
Yeah, Bullet. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you like the chase scene from Bullet, you will love Gone in 60 Seconds.
All right, I'll check it out.
The French Connection has a pretty decent scene in it too.
Oh yeah,
that was real too.
Yeah, they didn't get permission.
Nope.
Oh, so they just drove the cars around.
Yes.
The director was sitting in the back seat with a film camera.
Yep.
I liked Bullet. It also you get to see California before it completely went to hell.
Old San Francisco.
Yeah. Yeah. Same with which Dirty Harry movie is it? Where he's his girlfriend or the chick that he shacks up with because she lives in the same apartment building as Asian. Is that that's not the one with the Cagney and Lacey chick, is it? And the guy
maybe, yeah, with the terrorist group.
Yeah.
Streets of San Francisco, another with Michael Douglas. Yeah, you get if you want to see people driving crazy. Also great for just car watching because there's so many great cars. But if you want to see them driving crazy around Long Beach, then Gone in 60 Seconds is for you. There's a scene where so they actually screwed up the stunt. The guy hit a telephone pole and he wasn't supposed to, and it ended up breaking his back. And so they delayed shooting for like 6 weeks, and then he kept driving.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and they kept the original Eleanor. If you have the DVD, one of the extras is the guy who made it. So he had died, and the car had been sold and like toured around as because it's like painted on their original Eleanor from Gone in 60 Seconds.
Is it a Mach 1?
Yeah, it's a 73 Mach 1, and but they show the guy that owned the car came down and got the widow and took her for a stunt ride in a open area, doing peel outs and all that stuff in the original Eleanor.
Wow, cool. Yeah, I'll put that on my list.
Yeah, there's I think on YouTube they have like a cut up of it where it's just the car stuff, and that's a load of fun.
Yeah, there's something too about that. About they actually did it. There was no fake, CGI cars or anything. That it was all
No.
real.
No, and they're pretty good about like the continuity of it's not like they hit something and now the suspenders caved in and you go to the next scene and it's fine. No, this car is accumulating damage the whole time, and I mean it is. I commend whoever it was that was the mechanic having to keep that thing running and keep the suspension clear and all that the body panels and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, how many cars they went through just
It was a single car.
There's no way.
Yeah, it's a single car. No. Again, watch it and see, because the damage is all consistent and all that. They had the stunt car that they kept going and
I don't understand. They had to replace like everything.
I mean, they're replacing suspension pieces and like radiators and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, because some of the jumps that you would make off of like just going over a train track will absolutely destroy the suspension on a car.
Yeah, and throw the radiator into the fan and yeah.
Oh yeah. They have like 10 different cars with.
Yeah, no, this is old school. It's like, okay, here's the car. Let's go. And yeah, there's some serious hits on it. But again, they just keep patching this thing back together again.
Like the Dukes of Hazzard show, how many cars they went through there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's because they go, okay, it has to make a jump. It just tore itself to pieces, but it has to look like nothing happened to it in the next scene. That is not how this movie is. This movie is, it took damage. Yes, that's exactly what it's supposed to do. It's going to keep that damage.
At least they went with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it is the antithesis of the Nick Cage movie.
Okay. Because as a teenager, seeing that, it was fun, but it's not good at all.
Yeah, as someone who has jumped a car and then had to deal with the damage afterwards, I can assure you that's not accurate in Dukes of Hazzard.
I remember, though, that's all the kids at school talked about after the show would air.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Kids, oh, we're going to see Dukes of Hazzard and Boss Hogg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Daisy.
Yeah. Yep. They don't make them like... Yeah, she spawned an entire fashion
trend. The Daisy Dukes.
Yep, that people call Daisy Dukes. I mean, they had those shorts around before that. They just weren't...
Nobody filled them quite as well as she did.
Right, and they weren't... Yeah, exactly. They didn't hit the cultural zeitgeist like that did.
Yeah. Yeah, it helps when you pour a really hot woman into a pair of those, and suddenly, yep, we'll name them after you. That's fine.
Yeah. Now, if
guys wear those too.
Now, if you try to put like the General Lee in like a video game or something, can't have the flag on the top.
Oh, it'll be a pride flag on the top.
Or something. Yeah.
Yeah, a singer had like a replica of that car. It's like people found out. Oh,
it was. I mean, it wasn't an issue till probably 2008 or so.
No.
Huh? I mean, yeah, some people always had a problem with it, but it wasn't like end your career, lose your job kind of problem until, totally.
Yeah, it was like 2014 or so when they started, hey, we got to get rid of these monuments and all that. I'm like, wait, what? Also, they kept calling it the Confederate flag, and I was like, that's not the Confederate flag.
No. Just a battle flag.
Yeah, it's a battle flag in Northern Virginia.
But so yeah, those were
episodes allegedly
to dismantle, and they made it too easy. It was too easy to dismantle those.
Yeah, I mean, they came self-dismantled. It was like you had to assemble it yourself to make any kind of story out of it anyway. And I was like, no, I can't be bothered.
I mean, I guess you could take all 3 episodes and cut stuff out and cut it into something reasonably.
You could have definitely done that. It should have been 2 episodes, a cliffhanger, and then a season 1, wrap up of that, and then you're done. It didn't need to go into the third one like it did.
Well, I mean, we had to have all of the, the Hogan and the talking about the buzzards and all of this because I mean it was just compelling.
Yeah, and it was funny because later seasons, this season, everything will be explained and revealed.
that is a lie. Yeah, this was the original. So they start out essentially doing Kolchak, the Night Stalker, with the Monster of the Week. Yes, it's a much better show. That's why I wasn't a big X-Files fan. I was like, no, I've seen Kolchak. I'm good. But it then I remember when it morphed into just the Scully and Mulder conspiracy hour about how everything, the conspiracy just in fact, Jupiter, its government's involved too. I was like, oh, go away, leave me alone. And then the movie came out and they're like, oh, this is solve everything. And I was like, it's not, it's just another crappy episode of this once it jumped the shark.
Yeah. I never enjoyed the Alien episodes. There are a few here and there, but the Monster of the Week episodes were always the best.
Yeah. Well, and I think if you look at people like J.J. Abrams, I've got the one trick that ensures that people watch your television
mystery
series.
box.
Yeah, and it's a mystery box. Well, guess what? X-Files had it first. They were loaded with mystery box. And I think JJ saw it, and that's part of what he's copying when he starts doing Lost and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is. I'll tell you what the mystery box is. Bad writing.
Bad writing. Yeah. Well, again, it's. I need to engage the audience because the goal of a TV series is to build an audience, keep it, and then do it for as long as possible because you've already invested in the IP itself and the marketing and all that. So you've already built that up. And so the idea of the mystery box writing is a hack, but it works really well until people start to catch on to what you're doing, right? It's like M. Night Shyamalan with his movies. Hey, guess what? There's going to be a big twist that totally recontextualizes things. Cool. Worked really well in Fifth Element or Sixth Sense. And then as he keeps making it, was like, wait a minute, he just doing the same crap over and over and over again.
Yeah.
This is not nearly as good.
No.
And why James Gunn when everybody goes, Superman James? No. What do you mean? And I was like, because again, he has that one trick. This is going to be quirky people, an ensemble cast dealing with this. And it's like, I don't care. Yeah, the Lost writers are high if they're crediting Twin Peaks.
I hated Lost.
I never seen the show.
Yeah.
I kind of got the idea. Everyone was talking about it, and I was like,
it's a waste of time. Don't worry about it.
Doesn't sound that interesting.
It to me, amusingly, it smelled to me of X-Files when they first started. It was like, oh, there's going to be this. And I was like, nah.
Well, yeah. And then I thought about watching it after like it got done, but then I heard it was all mystery box, and then I saw JJ Star Wars or Star Trek, and I was like, yeah, no.
Yeah, the one that ruined it. The reason that I was like, I don't have any faith in JJ Abrams was Fringe, where it starts out with like good ideas and you got good cast and all that stuff. But I started to smell the mystery box, and then all of a sudden it jumps the shark because we have no idea how we're going to resolve this. It's just, let's just keep adding on to, this is an even bigger mystery. And I was like, you're going to run out of mysteries or you're going to run out of logic. And they chose to run out of logic.
Right. Yeah. There's a whole bunch of different TV shows that I'm just not interested in ever watching. Like Friends, for one.
No, I never was.
Never really saw a full episode of that. I like watched half an episode and I was like, why are people like all into this? It's kind of boring.
I don't know why I watch it all and I enjoy it. It's a guilty pleasure. I don't know
Friends. I'd much rather watch like Parks and Rec or something. That's a better show.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's way better.
Yeah, Racerhead talking about the first season of Fringe. I kind of when I first started watching Fringe, it felt like a continuation of Warehouse 13 to a certain degree. I was like, oh, okay, this is kind of cool, and it kept going. I was like, oh no, this is going to turn it. Yep, it did. It turned to crap.
Yeah, same.
Bail.
Yeah, it just seems like, and then anything made in the modern day, most of it is not good.
Yeah, and it's worse. And I think you had the must remove these oppressors from all of this stuff because Me Too and everything else, and we need to replace them with incompetent people who don't actually understand how things work or studied at the feet of JJ, which is often worse. And so the competence has just dropped, through the floor. Writing is so bad. For all of everybody was like Alien Earth. I mean, yeah, there's some concerns about when it's set and all this stuff. But Noah Hawley, boy, he can really write some stuff. And then I saw like the first episode, I was like, this your boy here? This is Noah Hawley? And then every episode that came out was worse. And I was like, I don't want to ever hear anybody try and stand for this guy again.
No.
And I think there's a lot of people setting themselves up.
I saw of that abysmal show was.
I mean, Lord Tentacles is the only thing that's even worth it in there.
It should have been about that alien.
Yeah. But I will tell you that there's a lot of people that are setting themselves up for a big fall with Pluribus.
What is that?
That's another show
TV.
that everyone was like, "Oh, it's so good." I was like, "Yeah, not going to watch it."
Yeah, I started to, and I was like, "Wait a minute," because it's the guy who did the writing for Breaking Bad, right? It's Spencer Gilligan.
Yeah.
The problem is he's doing sci-fi, and I was like, "Son, you need to understand, sci-fi isn't just an aesthetic. You really have to do the hard work to do world building in that." Whereas like Breaking Bad is, well, we're basically doing reality. Yeah, well, reality's already solved for you, so you can just reflect that.
Right.
But when you're doing some especially large scale sci-fi conceits, well, you better have done your work, and he has not. And there's a lot of people like, no, this is good sci-fi, and I was like, no, it isn't. And oh, by the way, you're not picking up the mistakes that they're making that actually make some of the characters absolute monsters. So, for example, there's essentially there's aliens have come, and everybody on Earth except 12 have joined this kind of hive mind, right? So they all can simultaneously know what all of them know, feel what they're feeling, and all that stuff, right? So that's interesting, except the part where your heroine for the movie. By the way, these people in the hive mind, they can't make decisions themselves. Right. They all have to kind of serve these individuals. And so she decided she's going to sleep with one of them. And I was like, oh, you didn't think this through at all. You've just had non-consensual sex with everybody in the world absent these 12 people. And this is your heroine. I don't think you thought this through, the actual logical conclusions of the world that you built. And when I bring it up to people, because they're, oh, I like Carol, she does it, whatever. I was like, you mean the part where she did this? And they're like, no, wait. And I'm like, these are the rules. Here we go. Oh, yeah. It's funny how when you actually think about this, it turns to crap. That's why you should stay the hell, Noah Hawley. Stay away from sci-fi if you don't understand it.
Don't write things if you don't understand writing.
Yeah.
Because it's not just sci-fi. It's that guy wouldn't write anything good. I wouldn't.
Yeah, I mean Noah Hawley, because they're like, he did the Fargo TV series, and I was like, how much of that were the Coen brothers helping him along?
I didn't even watch that.
I know a couple of people did. They were like, no, it was like the first 2 or 3 seasons are good. It kind of dropped down, and I was like, uh-huh.
Watch the movie; it's better.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm hoping that this Night of the Seven Kingdoms isn't garbage, but It probably will be.
I mean, the Rohirrim movie was so great in that animated
I
masterpiece.
had no interest in
Sean
seeing that once I heard about the premise of it. I was like, yeah, I'll pass on that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I mean, we've had such
Wait,
great stuff as Rings
your
of
main
Power.
character is an unnamed character? What?
Yeah, who's
Yeah,
actually the girl boss in charge of everybody, and
right,
they all defer to
exactly.
her. And what a surprise! Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, the hunt for Gollum. Oh, that's coming. So we got that to look. I can't imagine why
We
I would have
also have,
zero faith in anything regarding Tolkien.
Possibly the worst Star Trek ever. Starfleet Academy coming.
Yes.
Oh,
the worst,
yeah.
the worst so far, which we've said about every thing that's come out.
I don't know. What I want is like when the game Mass Effect came out. It just came out of nowhere, and it was really good. I want like a new IP no one's ever heard of. It isn't like from a book or something, and it's just something new, a new show,
or a previous movie, or
right? It's something
new.
just a new show that comes out with original characters, original world, original plot. Yeah, Roman. Ian McKellen is like 145 years old. You saw him in the the Avengers Doomsday like little short or whatever with him and
They still do better Patrick Stewart.
Yeah.
Oh, he's in that.
Oh, by the way, Vigo is older than Ian McKellen was when they did Fellowship.
Wow.
Really? Wow.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. This Avengers Doomsday will probably be a dumpster fire.
I assure you it will.
Yeah.
They're grasping at straw.
Yeah.
Well, again, you don't have competent people, and everybody's shocked when it was like, how can they spend $500 million? I was like, you have no idea how expensive incompetence is. There's a reason you have to shoot a film 3 times.
They hear the audience saying they just replaced all the the real characters with their own made up characters, and they think, oh, they want the old characters back, so they bring back the old characters.
Right, because they're out of it's the I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm gonna Twitter is being loud, so I'm gonna listen to Twitter. Twitter is not reality, and just because somebody hashtags something doesn't mean they're going to spend money.
Well, now that you have the new ability to like look at an account and see like for the most part, like it's got the joined and then it shows where the account is based in, and
that doesn't help you at all when you have a bunch of shippers talking about how we need to have Mike and Will sleep together in Stranger Things, and you have shitty writers who go, oh wait, the audience wants what? And it was like, that's not the audience.
If you look at it and they're all based in Africa and
India, it doesn't help you if they're all based in the U.S. because they're freaks. Right? This isn't trolling political stuff. These crazies are absolutely in your town.
That's the other thing I want is somebody that just makes the movie like that they want to make. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And if it's bad, sink or swim, whatever. But they don't listen to any outside stuff. I'm talking new characters. They're all their own. They're not like reimagining Spider-Man as gay or whatever. They're not taking a pre-existing character and doing something to it. They're taking their own stuff and they're just making their own movie.
Yeah, I do want to issue the caveat, and they're also competent. Because we've had plenty of I'm going to do my own thing, and then you see it and you're like, oh, somebody should have said no to you a long time ago. This is not ending well.
It does amaze me how certain people that make some of these movies are made, how they got the money for it. Like, it's unbelievable.
Well, it helps. So the hilarious thing is the way that Hollywood has totally screwed up their business is they've made producers like the guys who do fundraising for companies or startups, right? Where I don't care what the business is. My job is to get funds together, and then I get a percentage of however much I got. Right? You're like a headhunter for money. And so producers now, that's why you see so many producers, and you see the budgets blow up. They get paid based on how much money they raised and how much was spent on the movie, not its actual returns. Well, you've incentivized budgets to go through the roof.
Yeah.
Right. And I don't care about the quality. And you don't have individual studios anymore that are competing with each other. And somebody comes out with something cool and people go, wait, what? Oh, we should do more of that. And then kind of moves. You have, because of the, everything has kind of become a conglomeration where you have three companies essentially that own all of the studios. Well, they're also public and they're huge, so they can't take risk. And there's not enough competition. They all just kind of follow each other because the investors said they wanted X. It was like, well, don't listen to investors. They're good at investing money. They're not good at running businesses. Otherwise, they would run their own businesses.
Yeah. They're like, hey, I want my own version of Lord of the Rings.
I'll just buy it. And then I'll hire people who have written nothing to be in charge of it. How hard can it be? Well, apparently pretty hard. Yeah, I mean,
but not once. Not only did he try it once, he tried it twice. Wheel of Time and Lord of the Rings.
Oh.
Well, yeah, but he's also the one who hired Jennifer Salke.
Yeah.
And then didn't fire her. This is the thing. When people go, oh, this person is incompetent, they need to be fired. And I was like, you need to actually take the next step. Fire the person that hired them.
Yeah.
Because if that person is still in charge of hiring, they're just going to hire someone else of similar inability.
Yeah. Yeah.
And especially so in entertainment, where everything is like junior high politics and you scratch my back, I scratch yours, and social, getting together. Oh, we need to make. I'm your friend. I hate that bitch. Right, but hey, no. Everything is it's just very junior
but I
high.
hate that person worse.
Yeah, but I don't say it out loud because then I'm like, go, hey, so nice to see you. Yeah, we'll do the thing. Yeah. It's all very passive aggressive and teenage girl.
Yep. Agree.
Well, thanks, guys. That was fun. Destroying those 3 episodes.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Well, to be fair, they destroyed themselves. We just
they did. We just pointed out.
Yeah. Yay, destruction.
But anywho, let's go around the horn and see what's coming up. Shieldwall.
Sorry, I just read Sax's comment.
I'm down with that. Let's go. Yeah, imagine if Spider-Man was gay, but Peter Parker was straight.
Yeah. Wait, that's already been done.
Wait, but what about Miles Morales?
So let's see. Coming up on Thursday of this week at 5 Pacific Standard Time, I'll be on Rome of the Empire's channel, and we will be doing a free range. I'll be driving that train. So we'll be going over current media stuff, things like that. So probably more of the same talk that we kind of had here about movies and whatever. Yeah. So tune in for that. It should be a good time. And then what are we doing next Tuesday? I know I had the schedule in here somewhere.
Yeah, the Great Escape, I believe.
It's not loading.
Ooh, Great Escape.
Let's see.
There's space for that if you want to be on that one.
The man who shot Liberty Valance.
Okay.
Oh, that's a great one.
And then on the 20th, we got Star Trek DS9. And then the 27th is The Great Escape.
Okay.
There we go.
That's a great movie.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
And we're on the 20th, we're going to be doing 3 episodes of Star Trek DS9, which we were supposed to do last month, but kind of things didn't work out. So
I hope they're better than the 3 episodes of X-Files.
Yeah, I think some of them are pretty good. Yeah.
Travis, what do you got?
I'm still doing shorts. I am working on a couple of videos about like One Punch Man. I'm still working on that one because I think the season's wrapping up soon. But kind of in a show hole right now because we're transitioning to a new season of anime. So I've been watching this. I watched The Sound of Music for the first time. a couple of days ago,
Scary
and
movie. The hills are alive.
yeah, they are alive. Actually, I was really impressed.
Yeah,
The camera work, the story, it's very tight, and I wish intermissions would come back, especially since everybody's going back to 2.5 hour, 3 hour long
Yeah.
movies.
Mm-hmm.
Assholes, give me a break. So, but
I-
yeah, no,
Yeah,
great
exactly.
music.
I would. You know what they need to bring back is that cartoon that says, "Let's all go to the lobby."
Yes.
oh,
Yes.
Instead of
yes,
go to the
yes.
lobby, dancing hot dog and popcorn
Yeah.
and cigarette girls.
Yeah, that'll
And
help.
ushers that tell people
Yeah.
to shut up or get out.
Right, exactly. With the
Agree.
big
They'll
mag light
smash
flashlights.
Yeah. Yeah.
They'll smash
Yeah.
your phone
Yeah.
with a mag light.
Yeah.
No mag lights. Goodwin, what do you got?
I'm not sure I'm doing anything this week. I might be on Zax's tomorrow. Kind of depends on some scheduling stuff. But I don't think Niet's going to have movie nights this week. It didn't sound like it, but it's possible he may surprise us on Friday. But otherwise, no. I'll just be hanging around until next Monday for Nick's Masculine Mondays. We did have Drinker on last night
Yeah, that was
to
fun.
cover
That was cool.
First Blood. That's kind of been 9 months in the making because Drinker and Melvin and I got into a discussion about First Blood, and we're having an argument about different characters. And he said, "Well, I'd like to do a show about this," and it only took us 9 months, but we got him on.
That's awesome. Sorry I
Yeah, that
missed
was
that.
fun.
I was busy last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yep, next week is the Man Who Shot Liberty Valance. I'll also be on Roman's show, open range show. So look for me there. And thanks to the chat for hanging with us, and thanks for the panel and good discussion. And everybody, you have a good week, and we'll see y'all next time. Bye, y'all.
Yep. Have a good one.
Adios.
If I can find the exit.